Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for braving the elements tonight. Getting out of the house this morning was a bit rough, but we made it. We're here. Luckily, we can get this concert in because there's literally no other time to schedule it. So, what a great turnout. My name is Dave DiValentino. I'm the band director here at Penndale, and I'm also the music department chair, instrumental music department chair. So I get to work with all of these amazing directors that you're going to see here tonight. They work their tails off tirelessly, day in, day out, down in the elementary schools, getting these kids prepared for nights like this. I love nights like this because it brings together so many different people towards one common goal, and that's to make some beautiful music right here on this stage. So not only is this a concert, it's a moment of inspiration, right? 6th graders, you're going to be here, some of you, right, next year are going to be on this stage. Right? But this is your future right here. You can see the steps that lie ahead of you. And middle school kids, you've worked so hard to get to this stage in your life. You're giving back to these younger kids and showing them what you guys work so hard day in and day out at home. So thank you so much for all of your work that you guys do to represent our 3 middle schools. This fabulous group behind me is representing North Penn at the Pennsylvania Music Educators Association State Conference in Kalahari in the Poconos this year. So they got selected from blind audition. Huge honor. All the music teachers in the state send in recordings of their groups at the end of each year, and they listen to them blind, and they select the top groups from each category to perform at this conference. So we're very excited. This is our first time that this combined wind ensemble is performing at that conference. So congratulations to you guys. And then lastly, to our family and supporters, thank you so much for encouraging these kids. My mom used to force me to practice, and every time somebody walked in that house, she'd say, Dave, go get your trumpet and play for them. And I did, but I loved it, and it made me the trumpet player and musician I am today. So thank you for encouraging them. Sometimes it's a little harder than others. So you're in for a treat. We got a lot of music, 6th graders. Are you ready? Oh my gosh. You didn't do anything all day today. Are you ready? Okay, good. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the North Penn Middle School Wind Ensemble.
So not too much to add to that other than welcome and thank you again so much for all of your support. This program, these concerts would not be possible without it. My name is Allison Kirshner. I am band director at Bridle Path and Knapp Elementary Schools, and I'm also one of the directors of the Middle School Wind Ensemble. So super excited to work with everybody. The one really cool thing that we love about this concert is many of the students here were in honors band and are now up on stage. How many of you, raise your hand if you were in, I know we had a year, but yeah, there's a, right. So it's kind of cool, like, to see them grow like they were once in your seats and now they're up here. Our first piece is called Byzantine Dances. We did a little preview concert after we only had 3 rehearsals back in November, so we've been working on refining this one. It's a lot of fun, and it's going to feature Audrey Sullivan on the alto sax. So, Byzantine Dances.
Good evening. Quickly, my name is Jim Markapole. I have the joy of spending my days at Montgomery and Gwynnor Elementary Schools, and my Wednesday nights with this outstanding group of people. The next piece we have for you, called Equilibrium, is a piece we just started working on last month, beginning of January, and we'll be playing it at PMEA in April. There's tons of detail in it, and we're still putting some of the finishing touches on those, but we wanted tonight to kind of have liftoff with this piece with all of you. So we're really grateful for the opportunity. Before we play it, I just want to say that it is an absolute treat to get to have worked with all the kids in both these groups. The 6th grade undergrad has done so much work in a short amount of time, and just knowing that a lot of these kids in a very short time are going to be part of these just wonderful, wonderful people to work with. It's a special thing to be a part of as a teacher. So thank you very much. I think I'm not making a stretch talking for the department. Thank you very much for the honor and privilege it is to be their band director. Equilibrium is kind of it's unfair to call it an exercise, but it's a little bit of a bunch of musical components put in conflict with one another, and they're trying to find a state of musical equilibrium. But I think you'll find that the components fit neatly together. Thank you so much again.
Good evening. My name is Jordan Fakish. I'm the band director at Gwynedd Square and Inglewood Elementary Schools, and obviously one of the co-directors of this wonderful ensemble in front of you tonight. I would be remiss if I did not also mention that I too am so proud and so humbled by all of the students on the stage and sitting in front of us today. It is such a pleasure to be able to develop the ensemble and to be able to develop these relationships with these children over the years. It is truly a gift to be able to start these musicians in 4th grade and then be able to see them through 9th grade here. I can't express how much it makes me look forward to what I'm doing every day with such wonderful people, and that's thanks to you, their families. So we truly appreciate that. I just wanted to bring to your attention, like, how much is going on here. So we have some students here. Raise your hand if you're in 7th grade. These students were sitting right here at this place last year, and they have just begun their middle school journey. 9th graders, raise your hand. These students are on their way out. Sad face. On their way out. We also have some marching knights. Raise your hand. They've performed with the high school at some incredibly high-level competitions. Raise your hand if you're in the jazz band at any one of your schools. Raise your hand if you're in the chorus at any one of your schools. Raise your hand if you're involved in the musical in any one of your schools. We have so much musical talent here that's going on, and I don't think we realize how much they're doing at any given time. We truly appreciate your support in all of those areas, and they never come complaining. They never come just coming in droopy and saying we don't want to be here. They're always happy to be here, and it's just, we're so appreciative of it. So we'll conclude our portion of the concert, and then after the wind ensemble's finished, we do have a moment of transition, so please bear with us. We'll conclude with a really fun tune called Groovy.
at Walton Farm and General Nash Elementary School. I'm also a proud North Penn alumni. I went to Penndale Middle School back in the olden times, and I was in everything you could possibly be in North Penn. Jazz band, pit band, marching band, everything. And it's so cool to be here and to be able to have these guys get to experience, or I hope get to experience, all the fun that I had. This is our elementary honors band. We have students from all 13 of our elementary schools here. Our first piece is called Adventist by a local composer named Scott Watson. He just recently retired. He was a band director in Parkland School District. He is someone whom we all know personally, and we always love programming his work. The last piece we're going to play tonight is also by him. We feel like he writes for our bands. A lot of times these composers write for the bands, the beginning bands in the South and the Midwest. In case you don't know, most of the country starts their band programs in 6th grade, and they have band every day. That's not the case here. We get to start them earlier, but we only get to see them once a week. So it's a totally different writing process, but we always feel that Dr. Watson writes very well for our band, so we're going to feature a lot of his music tonight. And finally, I'll just say, in case it's not obvious, your child is here because we think that they have some ability in music. So it's your job and your charge as a parent to nurture that and keep them involved in this program when there's 1,000 other great things for them to be a part of in North Penn. Please consider keeping them in the music program. There are ways that you can go full on music and do it every day of the week, and there's ways that you can do it and just still have it be a part of your life. But I think music is really important, and obviously, because that's why I'm here. So we hope you enjoy the honors band, and here is Adventist. Thank you again for your support tonight.
I've been doing this since the 1900s, and always the night of the concert something breaks. So crash cymbals just evaporated. Just needs a few moments, but thank you, Captain Shaker. All right, we're gonna improvise. That's what we do. Here's the New Era March.
Good evening. Just to introduce myself, I am Luke Shaker. I'm the band director at Culp, Hatfield, and Oak Park. And our next song is going to be called Escapade. It's a little quirkier than some of the other songs that we played. There's weird sound effects that happens. At some point, the clarinets and saxophones will take part of their instrument apart and play on just a portion of their instrument. So it's a little different vibe than some of the other stuff, but we hope you enjoy it.
All right, so I'm going to tell you a little bit about our last piece while the percussion section is getting set up. So when we decided on honors band pieces, I had one that I really wanted to do, and I said, oh, I don't know if it's going to be too hard. And first honors band rehearsal, I gave them this piece and another piece. And we tried this piece, and they did really well with it. And I said, all right, we're going to go for it. So Escape from Thunder Mountain is about a tropical island volcano known to the natives as Thunder Mountain, and it has lain dormant for years. Superstition has it that the last time Thunder Mountain erupted was when outside explorers trespassed up its sacred slopes. Now, as an unaware party of adventurous researchers work atop the legendary mountain, it begins to shake with pre-eruption tremors. Amid seething smoke and simmering magma, the party races to safety. Will they make it down the slope before it blows? You be the judge. Escape from Thunder Mountain takes you on a harrowing life and death thrill ride that ends dramatically in a thunderous explosion of sound, which you will definitely hear from our percussion section. So, I hope you enjoy Escape from Thunder Mountain. did great, guys. How about another round of applause for elementary honors band? All right. I'm going to also have them stand by section because I know you can't always see them. Percussion, I don't think I can fit you up here, but can everybody wave in the percussion section? How about a round of applause for our percussion section? Awesome job. All right, how about our back row? Tuba, baritone, trombones, and trumpets. Stand up. Try and get out of the way. Next job. Next row, we have bass clarinets, bari sax, tenor sax, alto saxes, and horns. Next row, we have flutes and clarinets. Round of applause for our flutes and clarinets. And finally, in our front row, are flutes, oboes, and clarinets. Congratulations, Honors Band. Awesome job. So, before we let you guys go, we have one little surprise for you. So we're going to make a quick transition here, and I'm going to turn it over to Mrs. Fakish.
Okay, so this isn't in the program, but we have a large group of musicians together, and there's something big happening on Sunday in our region. It's part of our job. It's part of our job to help hype up the community, right? So you have a very important role. I won't tell you what it is. I think you know what this role is. We're going to have a lot of audience engagement here. But while they're getting set, I just wanted to say a couple thank yous. Thank you, of course, to you for being here and supporting music education. We've said that a lot tonight, but we mean it. Thank you to Penndale Security for being here today. Thank you to the custodial staff at both Gwinnett Square, who housed all of our honors band rehearsals, and also here at Penndale, the custodial staff here, of course. Thank you to our middle school band directors. There's a couple here in the audience tonight for really preparing our students at the next level and encouraging them in the wind ensemble. Thank you to NPTV, who's here tonight in the balcony. Thank you, folks, for coming out on your virtual day. We appreciate you being here to document this. This is a really special night. I think I say this about every concert. This is probably my favorite concert of the year, and you'll hear me say that at the Night of Jazz. You'll hear me say that at the spring concert. It really is true. This is one of my favorite concerts to bring together this community. I think they're ready. So, here we go. You know what to do.